Go ahead, Jane.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Jane Dollar. I'm the clairvoyant medium part of my business called Psychic Medium, which I have with my partner, Heidi Mello. And today we're going to talk about something that we do for our business, and it's called a reading, which includes a crystal reading. I do the reading part, and Heidi does the crystals. And I'm going to, every time I do a reading, the way it works, let me stop for me. The way it works, when we have a reading, Heidi texts me, emails, calls me, and tells me that we have a reading. And I only request that she give me the first name. I don't look anybody up. I don't want to be tempted to look anybody up. I don't. And usually before I get a reading, I know, because Heidi will call me up and say, we have, I said, I know we have a reading. And usually one of your bereaved has started talking to me already. And then one of the things I get as I meditate for a little bit, and I get colors. And I never understood that the colors meant anything when I've been doing this all my life. And then when I connected with Heidi, I realized what they were. They're the colors of the people and the crystals that will help them in their situation. And I get the colors in two ways. I get them and this is just an example. I don't get them in a jar, but I get them in a rectangle shape. And if this, one color's on top, one color's on the bottom. And sometimes, when you shake up a jar, the colors will bleed into each other and they change. And they can change. It's just like mixing paint. You add a drop of white to the red, you get a little bit of a different color. You can get a dusty pink, a pale pink, depending on how much you mix with one another. So usually when I get the rectangle, the personality of the person is usually someone that can flow with the situation. It's not the type of person to get excitable. And their crystals, they can work separately or they can work together. And when their crystals blend, you know how it can make all different colors. That means that there's other crystals, traits that come up that they can utilize. And the other way I see colors as two circles. And when you see two circles, it's sort of like when you go to the theater and you see those gels that control the lights. The circles can overlap, but the colors never mix. They overlap. And usually, if you put one gel on top of the other, you're going to get one other color, and that's it. And Heidi and I recently did a reading, and there were two colors. I don't really remember the colors, but the middle color was a darker red. And that means usually the person with those type of colors, they have to use their crystals in conjunction in order to get the benefit of mix. And if they use them separately, they're only going to get the properties of one or properties of the other. Where the rectangle people, they always get the properties of both colors. And sometimes one's a little stronger, one's not. So if you think of the rectangle like mixing paint, and if you think of the circles, this is what I use this all the time, it's like a freezer bag. Like right now I have blue and red. And when I push this blue and red together, I get purple. But no matter how much I put them together, it's always going to be purple. If I do it longer, it's not going to change a different color. It's always just going to be purple. And then what happens after I get my colors, I call Heidi and I tell her, these are the colors I get. And it used to take Heidi and I a longer time because she would show me pictures or she would show me crystals or she has quite a collection. And I'd be like, nope. Then Heidi turned me onto this great app and it has a list and list of crystals. And I'll go on there before and I'll pick them. I say, I think it's these two, or at least in this family. And then Heidi goes from there. And usually I will glance at the healing properties of the crystals and I'll be like, yeah, that's it. That's what they need. So then what happens is when we do the reading, I give the reading first. And when I do a reading, I draw. I'm an automatic drawer. I draw pictures and then I interpret them with the person. And even if I'm talking to the person, I'll continue to draw. But then off in the corner of the thing, I always put the two colors and I always put the shapes. And I never understood why I drew the shapes. Something just told me to draw a rectangle, put the two colors in it, or do the separate circles. And then Heidi helped me try to figure all this out. And then right now I'm going to turn it over to Heidi so she can explain how the crystals work and the difference between whether they flow together and become different colors and pick up properties of different crystals, and how if someone's a circle, it's only going to be three. It's only going to be the two. So Heidi, you're up.
Okay. So with the crystal colors that Jane gives me, we go through, as Jane says, what kind of crystals. Jane has that picture in her mind of the specific color and what needs to happen. So I will go with Jane through my own crystal collection, and then if that doesn't work, then we expand on the guide to the Guide to Crystals, the app that we both have, because there's a lot of different kind of crystals in there that we are not as familiar with as we have been, or we've heard of it, but we've never dived into its history, and sometimes that shows up. When Jane gets the two colors, it's amazing, honestly, the history, the metaphysical value that they have, as well as what they're actually used for and who has actually used them or how they can be used. And it's
Can I
amazing
interrupt you
how,
for a second?
oh, sure, absolutely.
When I get the colors, I also tell Heidi this, I will get flecks of other colors in that color. So that's how I know, like, if it's orange with a little bit of fleck of this. And sometimes I wonder if I'd have Heidi crazy. I'm like, no, there's just like a little fleck of brown, or there's a little fleck, and she somehow pulls it out of the ether and knows what.
And that's also one of, because Jane loves a mystery and she loves diving into her research. I love doing it the other end with the crystals and just each one of their metaphysicals. I have books upon books and new papers on crystals. So I just like to dive in and expand my own knowledge, because that's only going to help me.
Heidi has a lot of knowledge.
Oh my gosh. And I've only gained it because of the fact that we've really, as Jane and Heidi, have expanded upon our own talents in just doing it beyond family, friends, something that will be just entertaining. We actually decided that, you know what, we've connected for a reason. Let's expand upon this and really send it out there to people that we don't know. And we're so lucky to have met a lot of people that we have just encountered that really enjoy and say, you know what, you nailed my personality, or we don't even know what a situation is, but they've told us, like, you have nailed the situation. Thank you for helping me look at it a different way in order to help me live through it, solve it, talk to someone in a different way. And with the crystals, they have each one of their own live energies that they have to offer to a client. When Jane says sometimes these crystals need to work together, that means that the power of these two individual crystals have to work in tandem with each other in order to help you get the energy. And I say this with such confidence, the energy that you individually need to execute a situation, to make it a positive energy, to do a positive ending to a situation that you are trying to, maybe you only have one answer, but the fact that you have two crystals, two meanings, two or more different ways that you could use this, it's expanded your knowledge and saying, okay, I'm not confined. I feel free. I've got another way to do something. It's really compelling for Jane and myself to feel that, wow, they were on a just a tunnel vision course, and we were able to open up, but their stance, their vision, just because we have the crystals and what they mean and what they can do. Jane and I will repeat and repeat and repeat and say that these crystals are live. They come from the earth. So when you get a solid crystal and it says it has a wonderful grounding agent to it, or it has a wonderful sense of de-stressing you, we need you to use these crystals and hold them in your hands and put them in your presence so that you can feel it. The only way that they're going to work is if you physically feel and use them. Tell them what you need, because that's how they work. When Jane comes with the colors, that means, okay, because there's several thousand different sapphires. Sapphires is not just blue. There's every rainbow of sapphire, which I did not know. I only knew that there was a few. There's more out there. Black sapphire, gray sapphire, which I have, which I absolutely love. Different kind of opals, different kind of crystal quartz. And sometimes depending upon how they're made, or what they've been exposed to, what kind of heat they've been exposed to, they transform themselves into a different color, which makes them a different kind of quartz or crystal, which can also be used to your advantage if those are the colors that Jane has given me, and we've done our research, and she's looking at it and I'm looking at it, and we come up with the same conclusion. When you get a color that can work one or the other, that's great. Sometimes there's crystals that are really difficult to get, and you sometimes have to wait a long time to get them because they're rare or expensive. And sometimes you might not be able to get the triple or quad A quality, but as long as you can get a semblance of that crystal, the wait is worth it. The energy is still there. Your triple A quality or quad A quality is also just because of the color and the depth of color that these crystal has. Take a tanzanite. Tanzanite can be such as the deepest blue that you have out there that it can almost rival a like a sapphire, a blue sapphire can rival it. But there's a certain hint that you can tell the difference between a sapphire and a tanzanite by really looking at it, and it's the blue in there that almost makes it look purple. But it's so beautiful. It doesn't matter the triple A or the quadruple A quality, the fact that you have a real life crystal, whether it's a quartz, a tanzanite, or an opal, the quality that you're getting and the energy that you're getting is still the same as long as you're able to put the effort of your need into the crystal and tell it what you need to do. And that way, or it's telling you, this is what I can do, use me. And that's the energy that the crystal is giving you. That is the history. And you can, what I know is something that you can also Google. So if you think I'm fibbing to you, my books tell me a lot, but if all you have is Google to verify, do your research as well, because I don't mind having a conversation about a beautiful crystal and I can go on forever. I have my research that I've done for several years, even before the internet, even before Google, and I know that's aging me, but I have the history of each one of these crystals to back me. So when Jane says that, Heidi knows what she's doing, I need to pat myself on the back and say, yes, I do. And I'm quite confident in telling you and in helping you on your journey. And I know that's really tooting my own horn, but Jane and I really know what we are doing and we believe in it. And the only reason why we're here is to expand our knowledge and give it to you so that we can all help you, because that's what it's really about. It's just helping you have a better life, an easier life, a better understanding of the route that your life could be going in or where you should guide it to. I hope that truthfully makes sense and I haven't babbled too much.
No, that was great. I also wanted to explain them the shape. If you have two circles, you'll always be two circles. And we've done multiple readings for the same person, and their colors do change because it depends on what you're experiencing in your life, what the spirit guides are sending me as colors. The minute I close my eyes and I think about the name, I get colors, and they have been different. But if you're a circles, I think kind of relate to your personalities. If you're circles, you're always going to be circles, but your circle colors could change. And just like with a rectangle, if you're a rectangle, which is like this, just a rectangle, and you have half this and half this, depending on what's going on in your life, the colors can change. But once you're a rectangle, you're always a rectangle. It's just something that you're innately born with. Like you're the type of person that will flow around the situation and flow in and personality. Circles are a little bit more set in their ways. They will think outside the box a little bit. That's why sometimes you can get a little overlap. But the two colors never mix. They never touch. Mm-hmm. But yes, Heidi and I have done multiple readings for the same people, and we did different colors depending on what's going on in their life. Whether they're stressful, whether they're struggling, whether it's just flowing, and whether they just want to check in. And also, we can do a reading if you're not into the crystals by yourself. I will still see the colors. And Heidi can do crystals. I mean, she can give me a name and I can think of the colors, and she can do a crystal reading without doing a reading if you don't want to get personal about what's going on or what your bereaved people want to say. If you don't want to hear it or you don't believe it or you're a skeptic. So yes, we do them together, but we can also able to do them separately. Heidi, is there anything else you wanted to ask or put in?
No, we just wanted to put it out there that we are also having a full moon this Saturday. So make sure if you do have your crystals that you put them out to be cleansed by the moon and charged by the sun, because it's going to be a beautiful weekend out. Also, if you love doing moon water, like I love doing moon water, and Jane has really wonderful therapeutic effects that her moon water gives her, put it out there. Make sure you cover the moon water so nothing, no bugs or dirt gets in. but it's a transformational month where we're diving out of summer, we're heading into fall. Uh, the season is changing, the feelings are different, so maybe you're getting rid of doing, not rid of, but maybe you're getting ready to do something different just to enhance your own season. What are you doing in your life? Taking a step back and just really evaluating things. Jane and I are here to help you with that. Do you have any questions or concerns? info@aventurine psychics.com. We are there. Please, when you do see our YouTube videos, make sure you do like them, share them, subscribe to them. And we aren't going anywhere anytime soon, everyone, because we love talking to you and we love the interaction that all of you have given us. And we're very pleased to be helpful to you.
Can I ask you, would you do one favor? Can you explain to people that how if someone else touches your crystals or they get handled a lot, that there's options of cleaning them? Could you briefly just do that?
Absolutely. Cleansing can happen in a different way. When you go to a store and you know everyone's energy's been all over these crystals, what you do when you get home, really something simple. You can put them under like some nice cool water or warm water in between your palms and just rub them like that. Probably get about 5 minutes. Put them in the windowsill if there's a sunshine out there. Another 10 minutes just to charge them up, and they're ready to be yours to do whatever you need to do. You can also cleanse them and charge them by sacred salt. You can do that. If you wanted to just put them out tonight or tomorrow for the full moon, because it's going to be Saturday, that's when the full moon is really right there. Put them right out into the full moon so it can cleanse. You're going to have sunshine tomorrow and it's going to charge. You don't have to leave them out all for 8 hours. 10 minutes will do it. And then you just bring them in and your crystals are good for you. They're cleansed and they're ready for your energy. And you can cleanse them every month. You don't have to do it every single day. Cleanse them once a month, charge them once a month, and you're good to go.
Yeah, like I leave mine on the window ledge in my bedroom, and I have some on my plant stand over here, and I just leave them there, and I just take them down as I need them.
Mhm.
They say everyone in my family knows you don't touch mom's crystals. Mom's money, that's another thing, but mom's crystals, you don't touch them.
Exactly.
So I hope this helps you guys to understand what we do and one of the products. Going to go to our website if you want to book us. You can do together, either or. Call us if you need us. Everyone else have a great week.
Yes, have a fantastic rest of the weekend, everyone. We're going to be talking to you soon. And don't forget, the 18th of this month, which is September, coffee and questions. Go to Eventbrite. It is a free event and it's from 12 to 1. Bring your questions, bring your inquiries, hair and curlers, the fuzzy slippers, bring it all, and join us on the 18th, 12
We
p.m.
invite you, and we invite the spirits, and we'll see where the two trains shall meet.
Exactly, because when they know that they've got an audience, the spirits show up.
Oh yeah.
Have a great rest of the day, everyone. We will all talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.